Good evening, Zimbabwe. Welcome to another episode of Kerina Live. My name is Kerina Mojati, your favorite comrade sister. In this episode, we are just looking at some of the headlines in Zimbabwe during this week. Today, we saw Emmerson Mnangagwa at Pre-Cape Farm, and I was like, what is going on? Emmerson Mnangagwa is supposed to be on his leave, which means he is being relieved of his duties. He is supposed to be on leave. And when somebody is on leave, he cannot claim to be in that role. But as unethical as Emmerson Mnangagwa is, he is violating the Constitution of Zimbabwe. He has no regard for our law. He's got no regard for our standing as a people. He now sees his Pre-Cape Farm as a little country. He now sees Pre-Cape Farm as ZANU-PF headquarters. He now sees Pre-Cape Farm as the parliament. He now sees Pre-Cape Farm as our courts. He now sees Pre-Cape Farm as a little country in Zimbabwe. Even the state house is Pre-Cape Farm. What is mostly annoying is the fact that I even saw men in uniform, the military, they were there. They were there saluting Emmerson Mnangagwa. Is Emmerson Mnangagwa not on leave? I'm asking you, my soldier. Is Emmerson Mnangagwa not on leave? Why were your personnel there? They are not presidential guard or anything. Why were they there? I saw some generals there at Pre-Cape Farm. What were you doing there? Because Emmerson Mnangagwa, as far as I understand, he is on leave. So tell me, what were your interests there? Because I was expecting you to say you were going to stop that event from going on. But now you were part of it. So tell me, is Emmerson Mnangagwa not on leave? He is on leave. But we saw people there and he's looting the funds using the taxpayers' money. He does all these things using the taxpayers' money. So let me tell I don't understand, because it seems like the MPs' legislation are supposed to be there. They were there. Especially the opposition, 30 CCC MPs were there. And their leader, Chabangu, even had the arrogance of saying that they are there to ensure that Emmerson Mnangagwa carries on into 2030 or beyond 2030. Hey, when we'll be saying that there's no opposition in Zimbabwe, people will be saying, oh, you're doing this, you don't like opposition. We want change in Zimbabwe. We do want change in Zimbabwe. But do you have the right people to push the real change we expect in a nation? No, we don't have the right people. In our politics, we need new names. We need a complete overhaul. All these people you are calling opposition, they are not opposition. They are working for Emmerson Mnangagwa's interests and their own personal interests for their pockets. They do not care about the fact that you are the people of Zimbabwe who gave them a mandate to go into the government, so that they can represent you in your best interest. But hell no, they are not representing anything in your best interest. Instead, is their selfish gains, and that Mnangagwa, they are not about the people. So you even saw Thokozani Kupe happily smiling at Pre-Cape Farm. And those people will be saying that the best politicians, opposition politics, which best opposition politics? They've been sellouts since time, long time ago. They've been sellouts. Thokozani Kupe, she said she's in politics for the money. So you cannot expect such a person. After all, she is even a lawyer. And she even knows that what they are doing, what they did today, was a violation of our constitution. But does she care? No, she doesn't care, because what they are doing, it's all about them. It's not about Zimbabweans. So if people, you are still telling yourself that there's opposition, I'm sorry. Today should be a moment for you to reach your Damascene and say that, where to? What's next for Zimbabwe? Because we don't have an opposition. Those people you think they are working in your best interest. No, they are dining with ED. And then ED knows that a parliament is not supposed to meet outside of the parliament. And it's a violation of our constitution. But does he care? I don't know, because I know most of those MPs, they are illiterates. I don't even know that they understand the constitution. I don't even know they understand even the laws of Zimbabwe. Because an opposition should not be doing what they're doing. They're supposed to be not be associated with that. But we saw them. They're enjoying whilst the people are suffering. There's no water. Now, they're saying that they are going to interview 5 people. But we already see that they have given it to a Chinese fronting for Chivayo's company. That is it, IMC. The same which was involved with the Starlink. And now they're fronting a Chinese person. So my question now is that, in Zimbabwe, don't we have our own people, black or white? Don't we have our own black or white Zimbabweans who know about this water business? How can we only have the Chinese, Tagwire, Wikino? They're the only people who've got solutions to our problems as Zimbabweans. The Chinese, Wikino, Tagwire, those 3 people, they're the only ones who've got solutions to almost every problem in every sector. The Chinese, Wikino Chivai, Tagwire, they've got solutions to all the problems in Zimbabwe. They can fix roads, they can do medication, they can do this, hospitals, everything. Are you telling me that Zimbabweans, we do not have our own rich people in Zimbabwe who can put in tenders and who can even give us a better deal, who can even give us, who have solutions for all our problems? It's only Tagwire, Chivai, and all of a sudden this Chinese coming from China to solve Zimbabwean problems for Zimbabweans. Come on, guys. Don't tell me that you are not seeing what ED is doing. Everything now belongs to Mnangagwa. And I will tell you this. I don't know what level they are on now, but I will tell you this. Very soon, they will be telling you, oh, ZESA has failed. We need a competitor for ZESA. So, because the Chinese have failed us, Kariba Hydro Station is not working, they failed us. So, we need an independent company to come in to be ZESA's competitor. You need to contribute £1, a dollar every month. And then they'll collect your 17 million. And the guy, they are trying to use that guy, is called Edzai. And I think his company is called Power Giants. I went on that guy's Facebook page just to see what's going on. And this guy, he claims that his Power Giant is 27 years old. And how old is that guy? That guy is not even more than 40, 42. But he says his company is more than 27 years old. He was trained by ZESA. And that's the guy they are using at the front, the new Wiki no Chivayo in the making. And I think it's called Edzaika Chi, but the company is called Power Giants. Very soon, they will come out and start telling you, this is the problem with ZESA. We need a competitor for ZESA. They met, and Mnangagwa sons, Sean and Collins, they're involved because last year they met in Dubai, trying to finalize and to do the strategics. Go to that guy's page. It is called Edzaiba. This company is called Power Giants. Go to that page and you see the guy. He's the same type of the Magayas. You just look at the faces like Magaya. He's like that one, the other thief who's gone quiet these days. Those were the one they were using during COVID. Go and check. I don't know how they selected these people. Just to go and check the kind of person and the profile they are saying now he's got solutions for him to be used, and Zimbabweans are supposed to contribute a dollar. If they want to do that, they must be told that it's not a private company, it's a public entity, because the people of Zimbabwe would have contributed their dollar, which means every Zimbabwean has got a share in that company. We should open our eyes, and we should challenge these thieves and their schemes. Wait, very soon you shall be hearing this, and I've told you the guy there. I can't remember the surname, but I know the surname off my head. It's called Edzai Kachi something, but the company is called Power Giants. Look for that guy and look at his face. He's like Nguaya, Wikinel, Magaya, the type of people they use. I just want you to go, and Mnangagwa's children, they're involved. Sean and Collins, they even went last year to Dubai. And now they're cooking another scheme to steal from you people in the name of electricity. Wake up, Zimbabweans. Wake up. If the Chinese have failed, but they can't tell us that the Chinese have failed, because they were showing us state-of-the-art rooms to say that it was Wange. So where is the power going? Because you told us, well, the Chinese have done a good job. And you are telling us that they're doing a good job. But Zimbabweans have got no electricity. And now you'll be hearing to say that they failed at the Kariba Hydro, so we need to come in as the Zimbabweans. They will come to you as a community initiative, so that people, you rescue yourselves. My dears, don't do that, because the thing is fronted by Emerson Mnangagwa's children. Some people, you say, it's just $1 every month. You'll be given how much money? 17 million. At least we'll say maybe there are 17 million people in Zimbabwe. $17 million every month times 12 months. How much would they have ripped you off? And you will still not get the electricity. I'm just warning you so that you be careful. We cannot have a nation which being told that every tender goes to the Chinese, and we know that it's not the Chinese, it's the Emerson Mnangagwa's family. Every tender goes to Wikino Chuvai. Every tender goes to Kudacha Gwire. We cannot continue to have this. Masoja, you put this criminal and this criminal family. What is next for the people of Zimbabwe? You must tell us. You must tell us and reassure the people of Zimbabwe, because the people need reassurance, because there is no confidence. There is no public confidence in Emerson Mnangagwa's poor leadership. We cannot even call him a leader, because the way he is running Zimbabwe is even worse than maybe the way he runs his own cricket farm. It is all about him, not about the children of Zimbabwe. So now it is apparent there's no opposition. What is next? Don't be fooled about some of those opposition people who did not go there. They are all together. We do not have an opposition in Zimbabwe. We need new names in our opposition. When you've got opposition MPs going to dine with Emerson Mnangagwa, and they really know that people, they've got no water. People are sleeping on floor, on ripped out old mattresses on the floor in hospitals. There's no ZESA. There's no jobs. So tell me, what is there to support about ED or about extending his presidential leadership to 2033? He has failed to create jobs. Instead, he's bringing Chinese to steal from us, and the Chinese will bring their criminals to work. Even anything they are coming, there's nothing for the people of Zimbabwe. Until when, Zimbabweans? I'm just asking you. Until when? If people have not understood that ED is a cruel man, ED is an animal, then I don't know. Look what he did to Mugabe. A man who was by his side for 50 years. Look what he did to that old man. That old man was swallowed, was chewed, was spit out by ED. Mugabe went to the grave, a miserable man. A very, very miserable man. Look at this Mtumwa Mawere, what he was done by his once favorite Wakoma, Shumba, Emerson Mnangagwa. For Mtumwa Mawere to be in this future, is it not because of Emerson Mnangagwa and these thugs? I'm asking you. You still remember that man who used to read the news because of a woman? He was in a wheelchair. Are you not seeing what he's doing to Chiwenga? Did you not see what he has been doing to all the generals, everybody who helped him during the coup? If you still think that you can safeguard this interest and you look after you tomorrow, you are a joke. He's going to swallow you, you chew you, and you spit you out when you are useless to him. For how long, Zimbabweans? We need reassurance from somewhere, because there's no public confidence, there's nothing. People, they don't even know what to do, no jobs, nothing. Everything in Zimbabwe is dysfunctional. Where are we heading as a nation? Do we really hate ourselves to such an extent that we cannot even restore our national pride as a people? For how long should we, people, we're seeing all these videos now in January, people jumping the borders, crossing Limpopo, very dangerous, going back to South Africa to get a life. And then when they're coming back with the little they've worked for, Zimra will be taking those things. And those things, when they are taken, those are the same things they give to those people who are operating tax shops, which are funded by the Tanzanians, Congolese in Harare, all over the place. For those Congolese Tanzanians, they are fronting for Emerson Mnangagwa. Those are the same things they are looting from all these people who are trying to survive in South Africa. And they use Zimra. Zimra will confiscate it in the night or during the day. ED and his family will send trucks to collect all those things and put in their shops and pocket the money. Such kind of cruelty. We cannot continue like this, Zimbabweans. Masoja, Valerius Banda, I'm appealing to you. I know your age is 70 years, and I know that you were supposed to be relieved of your duties. And then ED put you back there because of your relationship. But you are there at ED's mercy because you should have been relieved your duties and somebody should have been appointed. And that is a fact. But at the end of the day, you are wearing Zimbabwe's uniform. You are representing Zimbabwe. You are not representing Emerson Mnangagwa. If you don't want to make a decision, you and your generals, in the best interest of the Zimbabwean people, then you must take off our uniform and you start putting on that one with the Zimbabwe badge which they sell. Because no Zimbabwean even approved that material. They said that is the national dress. Because right now, all the generals, if you don't want to take action now on ED, you must take off our uniforms, because our Zimbabwe national uniform belongs to the people of Zimbabwe. They do not belong to Emerson Mnangagwa. If you are saving Emerson Mnangagwa's interest, I am telling you now, you should take off our uniform and fold it back and put it somewhere nicely. And then you ask Auxilia Mnangagwa to sew those Zimbabwe badge thing they say is a national dress. It's not our national dress because there was no national consultation which was done and who approved it. That. So, Masoja, kana mada kuita zvido zva Emerson Mnangagwa visai uniform yedu yeZimbabwe. Muite zvido zva Mnangagwa akapfeka jira rake riya, that cloth which they are saying is national cloth. For me, it's not my national cloth because I wasn't consulted as a Zimbabwean. And I do not know why they come up with such a plan, because everything is not supposed to be about ED. People of Zimbabwe must be consulted. I myself, I can never be a subject of Emerson Mnangagwa. Never. I can never be a subject of that useless man called Emerson Mnangagwa. I can never be a subject of Vene. Never. Not me. So, Masoja, since you don't want to do your job, why you are there? The country is burning. Zimbabwe is at its knees, looting, thieves, everything. Last time in 2017, you told us that Mugabe was surrounded by thieves, and the real thieves is ED. You are not doing any action. You told us that you were using the constitution. Where is that constitution now? Because the situation in Zimbabwe now is dire. My soldier, I am saying, if you don't want to do what is in the best interest of Zimbabweans, take off our Zimbabwe our Zimbabwe military uniform, and you wear that dress, that material, which is provided by Emerson Mnangagwa, because that one you can wear. And then we know that you are ED subjects. I myself I can never be a subject of Emerson Mnangagwa. I can never be treated like a second class by Emerson Mnangagwa. Never. So, Zimbabwe military, Valerius Banda, you need to speak. You can't keep on quiet. We need to speak. You need to speak. We need to hear something. This cannot go on. Emerson Mnangagwa is on leave. And what is he doing? What did you do today? And your generals were there saluting him. What for? Hospitals are dysfunctional. Education system, children having poor grades. Civil servants, poor quality of life. What is going on? And you're saying that, who are you protecting? Because this is a thug, this is a criminal. How can you allow Emerson Mnangagwa to have those expensive cars? How are they paying duty? How much duty did those cars pay? We can't continue like this. Masoja kana mati mima msoku protector shindo shevana ya Zimbabwe visai uniform yedu mupfeke mcheka wa auxilia Mnangagwa toziva kuti you are EDs ninis. You are EDs ninis because right now you are not serving the best interest of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is burning. The children of Zimbabwe avachazira zvekuita makangogara. We cannot continue saying Chiwenga must come up. Yes, Chiwenga put us in this mess. But is he the only man in Zimbabwe now? Is he the only man? Fine. Chiwenga put us in this mess. But we need another Chiwenga to take out of this mess. We need another Chiwenga because you can't keep saying it's Chiwenga's young. Chiwenga did his part. Chiwenga did his part and is fighting for survival each second because we all know that ED wants to kill him. But if ED knows what is good for him, my dear, if you kill Chiwenga, I'm telling you, I've told you this before. If you kill Chiwenga, that is the day you're going to fall. If you are clever, yeah, you better keep him wherever he is. Wherever he is. But people of Zimbabwe, we cannot continue saying Chiwenga. Our generation, I'm talking. I'm saying my mind. I'm talking. I'm doing my part. I'm raising awareness. We want people who are raising awareness. We also want people who come up with the ideas. What should we do as a nation to get rid of Emerson Mnangagwa in this time? Masoja. Ndati muchiri masoja enyika here kana kuti makuteta zvekwa Emerson Mnangagwa kana makuita zvekwa Emerson Mnangagwa general ndati sonerwai mcheka yejira riya raauxilia Mnangagwa nekuti isusu harisi national dress redu tozoti ijira ravo rana ED mopfeka iroro morega kuenda mumabharaki moramba muri kubrigade farm. We cannot have this. We cannot have this. How can a country be run like this? How can everything is being taken by Emerson Mnangagwa never know again a family yake? Enough of this. This is all I had to say, Zimbabwe. We should pray, we should find ourselves as a people. Our nation needs to be rescued from that evil man called Emerson Mnangagwa and his dirty dozen. They are very evil. If Emerson Mnangagwa's children loved that man because they've lived in the diaspora before, they could have been giving their father ideas. But they don't love him. That's why they do all these things. How can we be having a country which is in the hands of one tribe? They are making decisions for everyone. How? How can we have a nation which is being looted by one family with their selected Chinese? We can achieve you. Could that agree? And you think it's normal? Is it normal? Even the war veterans. I know you are old, but is this what you fought for? Is this what you fought for, Masoja? Ndati, if you are failing to take action against Emerson Mnangagwa, visai take off our uniform. Mopfeka mcheka uya kwa Idi Mnangagwa nechibhedhi uya nekuti it's not our national dress. Mucheka uya kwa Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa nevanhu vake. Mopfeka because that you are serving Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa's interest. To put on our uniform, it means that you've got the pride as a Zimbabwe to protect the nation and these people. Is Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa not a national security risk? He is. And what are you doing? Nothing. Varume. Kana masiri kuda kuti Emerson ayendi. Visa inform yede masoja. Tomiri na masoja chauya. Anoisa upenyu we ma citizens mu Zimbabwe pamberi. Nekuti imimi. You are for ED and this family. And we cannot carry on like this. Your other comrades were killed. Your other comrades are being fired left, right, center. They are living without even patience or anything. Are you normal? Are you normal? Can you tell me what Masoja? Chiwenga is not the only man in Zimbabwe. He did his mistake. Can somebody do this one? We are tired. We are tired. We don't want to die in diaspora because of one family looting. Even nema urao, nevana vake, nema urake, nema urao and everything. We are tired. So thank you, Zimbabwe. We should pray for our country. We should pray for a miracle because we don't have an opposition. We are on our own. Those people you put trust in, forget about them. We should have somebody. We are looking for an upright man or an upright woman to just be the phoenix of Zimbabwe and rescue us from the clutches of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa and his family. A phoenix must rise from the ashes from somewhere in Zimbabwe. And that phoenix must rise to save us so that Zimbabwe can see a new dawn. I love you, Zimbabwe. Thank you for joining in. And let's remain resolute. Let's remain hopeful. Let's remain determined that one day we shall all gather our strength, even the last strength in us, and we stand up to the bullies of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa and his family. And once again, thank you, Zimbabwe. Let's try to keep the Zimbabwean spirit. We will never give up. I love you, Zimbabwe, and thank you for all your support you have given me. I really appreciate it. Good night, Zimbabwe.